Hi, folks. Today, our video is regarding a YouTube video that was uploaded on the channel The Print. And this channel is actually run by an Indian journalist. He claims himself to be an analyst, journalist. Um, and he runs it by a name, Cut the Clutter. And in that one of these videos, he actually has a lot of videos, over 8,000 videos up on the YouTube. But recently, a couple of days ago, he uploaded a video. Shekhar Gupta, he uploaded a video regarding the recent supposedly meeting between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS. And during his videos, and most of his videos are actually just the news. These are just the simple news that are out on the international stage, international media. Recently Diego Maradona died, and he just uploaded his video. He just actually runs this kind of a small business, I would say, by uploading these videos about some of the things that are happening in the world. Nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine. And sometimes actually he does give a little bit of tidbits about the things that are going around, and that's all right. But the recent video that I wanted to talk about this meeting of Israeli Prime Minister and MBS. First of all, he create this whole scene, like the backdrop, as some sort of a dramatization, some sort of a sensational movie is going on. I mean, he might as well should have had the James Bond 007 music in the background when he was creating all that scene. And that is something which is I'm a little bit digressing right here, but I've seen that in most of the Indian media and the journalists and the analyst community, somehow this sense of Bollywood is in there, right? So they want to create some sort of a movie scene. They want to create some sort of sensation. And same thing with this gentleman. I mean, he's a good fellow. He's a little older fellow. I mean, about in 50s or 60s. But he was creating this whole dramatization. So that's all right. And he created, the plane, went from Ben Gurion airport and then went to somewhere in Egypt, and from Egypt, then it went off the radar and stuff like that. I mean, he was giving, some sort of a, kind of a sensational reporting. But then later on, then he actually connected all these dots and tried to provide his own, which may call it analysis, which to me was baseless. Number one, not based on any facts. Number two, it was rather absurd to some extent. What he was saying is that this meeting, which is happening between which has happened between MBS and the Israeli Prime Minister, it is in the context of the recent pressure that they are feeling because of the change in the power in U.S. And now that Donald Trump and his administration are on their way out, and the new administration of Biden is coming in. They are thinking, he's doing the analysis that the Saudis are thinking that they may have to take it a little faster and try to have more countries, have build up the ties with Israel. Recently, we have seen few of the countries like Bahrain, Qatar, Sudan. Those countries, they actually, and the biggest one like the UAE. But I mean, that's all right. That's perfectly fine if the countries are going and making peace with each other. That's wonderful. This is what the world need. The world need more peace. However, in that attempt, what he is giving an analysis, that this pressure is in the context of getting Pakistan to come into the scene and build the ties with Israel as soon as possible. And there has been some understanding, and MBS is going to be, and the Saudis are going to be putting like more pressure. And then he quoted a recent interview of Prime Minister Imran Khan with one of the news channel in Pakistan, that where he's saying that Imran said that he had the pressures, and but not. A prime minister talks like that, but I think What matters is that the Prime Minister of Imran Khan, Pakistan, Imran Khan, and his government, and our Foreign Office from Pakistan, they all categorically rejected this idea, rejected all these news that are out there in the media or in these YouTube channels by the individual people, that Pakistan is not considering of building or settling up any ties with Israel until or unless there is a peaceful settlement of the dispute between Israel and Palestine. I mean, this is the official version. And then there was an official version from the office of the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, that there has been no such dialogue or no such meeting that has happened between MBS and the Israeli Prime Minister. So who should we believe? Like, I mean, rationally, as general public, who should we believe? We believe these people who are coming onto the YouTube and giving us analysis, their own fake analysis, their own made up analysis, that no, there has been a meeting while the Crown Prince office is denying it, and there has been some pressure, and Pakistan is going to be moving ahead to try to build some ties with Israel without having a settlement of a Palestinian issue, while Pakistani Foreign Office has denied it. So who should we believe? Should we believe the official version, or should we believe these, made up analysis of these people? In my opinion, these some of these analysts, and especially I've seen that there has been a lot of bias that has been shown in their analysis. They try to behave as if they are doing a very rational or unbiased analysis. Unfortunately, that's not cutting it. That's not giving the message. Your videos that you are actually creating, and you're actually spreading this rumor, this conspiracy that Pakistani Prime Minister is under the pressure, and on more so that he said that the pressure is not only from the some of the countries like US and some of the friendly countries of Pakistan, but also from the Pakistan military establishment. They would want to have ties with Israel. So let me just clarify one thing for all the viewers that who's gonna view this video, and for that matter, to the creator of this video, Mr. Shekhar Gupta, on Cut the Clutter, that Pakistani prime ministers, first of all, Imran Khan is the man of his words. And one thing that I know about Imran Khan, that he is steadfast, he makes his decision and he stays on it. And he is a true Pakistani, and he will always watch the interest of the people of Pakistan. But even if it's not Imran Khan, if there is any other prime minister or head of state for that matter in Pakistan military establishment is always very, very close, and they always watch the interest of the people of Pakistan. They are true Islamic countries military establishment, as well as they are very close, and they always upholds the will of the people of Pakistan, and they always uphold the will of the righteous people. The people are that are on the right path. They will always will always support them, and they will always support the oppressed people. The Pakistani military establishment has a fundamental view of supporting the people in Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and that is because those people are oppressed. They have been under this complete army martial law, army martial lockdown, as that's much worse than the real corona lockdowns that we are seeing in the rest of the world. But the people of Kashmir are under that oppression, and of course, Pakistani military establishment and Pakistani people will provide all kind of support that they can, morally and any other way they can support them, internationally as well, on international forums, because those people are oppressed, and Pakistani military establishment, Pakistani government, Pakistani people always uphold for the cause of the oppressed people. So, in my opinion, in the end, I would like to, give a very honest advice to Mr. Shekhar Gupta, who is running this print channel with his cut the clutter videos, that your videos are all right. You're doing all right. You're giving good, sometimes good messages to the people. Sometimes you re-break the news that has already been broken and just provide it on your videos, and people are watching you. You have followers, you have a lot of subscribers. Good for you. Run your business, run your thing, run your the show that you are running it. But please do not create these and do not insinuate all kind of this conspiracies and different theories that you make out of thin air and try to sell it to the people. Maybe you would be able to sell it to the people who are actually more used to see these sensations and the movies and the dramas, and but not to the real rational viewers, people who can actually think and see deep in what is the message that you are actually trying to create, and what is the kind of conspiracy that you are actually trying to make out of your analysis. Really, your analysis is not much of an analysis. It's actually regurgitation of the same kind of news or same kind of analysis that are going out in the world. But I do respect you. I mean, please look into that, and if sometime you have to give these kind of sensational news that their planes took off, their planes they went under the radar. A good suggestion is that you might want to put some sort of a 007 James Bond kind of music behind. That would create more sensation. Thank you.